Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Floridian, coming to you from a little town called Cross Creek, Florida. And back behind me is a pretty famous restaurant here in Cross Creek called the Yearling. Also around the corner is a place which is pretty famous for a Pulitzer Award winning author by the name of Majorie Kinnan Rawlings. And she wrote the books, the most famous book she wrote was called The Yearling and also Cross Creek. And the setting for her two books are pretty much all around me here. This is Cross Creek, Florida, and pretty cool place. I'm gonna definitely visit that place soon. It's just down the road here, maybe about a quarter of a mile this way. It's her former house where she lived at, where she got the inspiration to write Cross Creek and The Yearling, and probably among other books, but very, very famous author. But this restaurant is actually named for her book, The Yearling, which I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna go inside and get something to eat from this place because I am starving. So I want you to guys join me, follow me. So here's a sign from the road, the Yearling Restaurant and Cocktail Lounge. And this is what it looks like from the outside. There's frog legs here, Florida gator tail, fried green tomatoes, all kinds of seafood here. Yeah, definitely a pretty unassuming restaurant from the front. But don't let that fool you, because what is inside is amazing. And that's where we're going to be going, right through there, those doors, and take a look inside. The restaurant, which was inspired by Majorie Rawlings, The Yearling. Right through those doors. Alright, so when you walk into the restaurant, the first thing you see is like movie poster about the Yearling. There's some Majorie Kinnan Rawlings books right in this case. Little Yearling taxidermy right there.
So let me rewrite this. So Tracy.
Very cool looking place.
Tracy, when you get a second, come out. Okay, so I don't know what time they're coming. Do you know what time they're coming? No. 7:30? I got a 5 o'clock at 7:30. Melvin and Gina.
Here's the inside of the restaurant. A little bit of taxidermy right there.
Yep. Yeah, no, my cousin Melvin and Tommy and Ronnie and Nancy. I was going to cover her tonight anyway. Bill, Tracy. Then me, I'm next. After her. She was her first. And, but then again, what's that?
And there's a gift shop right behind the counter right there. So here's the inside of the gift shop. Interesting hat rack right there. Got an old school register right there. So the lady, the waitress told me that every book that is on display is for sale in this restaurant and store. There's some shirts here you can buy for advertising the Yearling Restaurant, and also I believe there's a place called Cooter's Lounge, which is close on the side over here of the restaurant. Old telephone switchboard right there.
Want me to take a picture of you?
Ah, it's okay. I'm just taking an inside look.
Videos?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cooter Shell Lounge is right there. Let's look inside here. Along this hallway, there's a bunch of old school Florida paintings with some books in here. So all these books here are for sale. Most of them are used books, of course. There's some postcards from this area, Cross Creek. This guy's called Slayer the Gator. This is what we're dealing with. Got some fried green tomatoes right here, a little bit of ranch sauce, and some sweet tea. So one of the most common, famous things to get here on the menu is the fried green tomatoes. All right, so this is what we're dealing with for the main course. Got the collard greens, looks like some black-eyed peas, some different kidney beans, some type of beans in there, and fried grouper. And the waitress was nice to leave me a pitcher of sweet tea right there to fill my cup up with. So definitely can't wait to dig into this meal. This looks absolutely delicious. All right, gonna dig in right now. Let's try the collard greens. That is good. Very good. Let's try this out here. Kind of hard to find a piece of grouper that's good right in the middle of the state of Florida, but this is excellent right here. This is excellent grouper right here. Mr. Man on the Moon is right here in the corner of the restaurant parking lot. He's saying, hello, come over here and eat this place. Even the Man on the Moon is a big fan. And if you look over here to the right, you can actually rent cabins. I believe the same owner of the restaurant actually owns these cabins over here. Right on beautiful Cross Creek. There's one cabin right there. There's a few more back there. And from talking to the waitress, they are fully furnished with air conditioning and all the essential things you need in Florida to get away from the heat, but also enjoy being out in the middle of nowhere. And Cross Creek is right over there. Here's another angle of Cross Creek. I believe this is part of it right here, where it starts right here and goes further all back in there. But there's a fish camp right here on the premises, right over there, behind the restaurant. And I believe it runs, the creek actually runs all the way around this neighborhood back here too, which is right behind the restaurant. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the end of the video. The food here was amazing. The restaurant was definitely worth checking out. I felt like I was in a museum and a bookstore combined. And also a taxidermist shop was also in there. So if you can combine all those three things into one place, this would definitely be it. But don't let the facade fool you. The food here is fabulous. It is very tasty, very great, awesome, fantastic Southern Florida food. Definitely recommend checking this place out if you're ever in the area of Cross Creek, which is about a few, I want to say 20 miles away from Ocala, Florida. But definitely check this place out. We're checking it out, and in my opinion, a hidden gem right here in the middle of Florida. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video. You guys have a good week. Stay safe, and I will see you guys with the next episode. Take care.